Hi guys, I've had lots of requests for my coriander chutney that I made for the kebab, tandoori kebab. So let's get into it, and I'm going to show you the ingredients and the quantities, how to make them. Here we go. So I've got about 3 bunches of coriander here. Now, if you don't have those amount of bunches, you want to measure it up. The best way to measure these is make sure they fill up a cup of coriander. So roughly chop it, because I'm going to put it in the blender a bit later on. You don't have to worry about how you're chopping this. In addition to that, I have got about 5 spring onions. Again, very roughly chopped. I've washed them all before cutting, so I give it a rough chop. And on top of that, we're going to add 2 garlic. 1. There's another garlic there. Okay, so this now goes into the blender. Now, if you notice that this blender has got a blade in there, and I bought this in India when I was in India in 2018. So you can purchase this blender from any of the Indian shops that you have near you. Now, the interesting part about this blender is it's a wet and dry. So you can put whole spices in there like coriander, cumin, or any other spices with tomatoes and coriander, and it'll grind up beautifully. So that's the beauty part of it. The other blenders that you find in the shops and all that, they'll probably only do wet ones. They can't do dry. So you might want to invest in one of these. So I'm going to put them all in here. Push them all down. Now, once you've packed this up, there is no liquid in there, because when you put it in the blender, you need some kind of liquid so that it can spin around. Now, I've got here at least about quarter lime juice or lemon juice, quarter of it. And then I'm also going to add some garam masala. You may need about perhaps 1.5 teaspoons of garam masala to that. And then 1 teaspoon of salt. And then let's try and see whether it spins. If it doesn't spin, then we might have to add a little bit of water to it as well. Okay. Okay, it looks like it's already done the job, but we'll just see how thick it is. If it's too thick, we might have to dilute it a little bit of water. Otherwise, just leave it as it is. Oops, it's all over the place again. Right, that's just about done. Let me get a little bowl to put it in. And this is the color you would be expecting. Now, I guess the spring onions is added so that you don't have the bitterness from the coriander. Okay, here's the coriander chutney. I'm going to have a little taste. to see whether we need to add any more lemon juice or any more salt to it. Now don't be afraid, if you need a little bit tangy, add a little bit more lemon juice. There shouldn't be a problem. And if you want to add a little bit more salt, that's fine too. Some people like less salt, less lemon sort of flavor on it, but you're getting the beautiful coriander chutney flavor in there, which is, you've got the saltiness, you've got the sourness, and you've got the flavor of the herb itself, which is the coriander. Ah, that's beautiful. Tastes really fantastic. As I said, it really goes well with your tandoori kebab or any kebab. Hey, you can use it even for any other meat dishes you want, or a vegetarian dish. I've seen in India, they also mix it up with some white rice, and they have coriander chutney rice. So try experimenting and don't be afraid. Just mix and match and you'll see what you like. So this is my coriander chutney. Enjoy, and I'll see you again.